Sure, we're going to the caves. Caves. Caves found fun. Okay. New cone. How much did that do? Hold up. 344. It's not crazy. That's good range, though. I like being able to point where I attack, too. The whirlwind for the barbarian. Yeah. The whirlwind for the barbarian's really cool. But being able to point where you shoot, it's awesome. But the enemies don't really get that close, so I have to go around and collect all this stuff manually. Instead of it just coming to me. And plus, my dog. You know how he is. Ooh, that's a good one to start off the game. A 60. So since we're already applying fragility, maybe we go for kind of like a bleed fragility type thing. Because I haven't seen bleed in like its fullest extent. Fragility seems to always help a little bit. I mean, being able to apply that to people and they just taking extra damage anyways is super cool. So let's see, Power Blast. A powerful blast in a line in front of you causing that much damage, stun, and confusion. So we're already shooting in front of us. Increases chance, critical strikes. That sounds great. We're already shooting in front of us. I mean, no use in not just upping the ante with whatever's in front of us. That's cool. One shot those rocks right off the bat. This new weapon's really cool. I think we'll be able to do a lot of good mobbing with that. Is this what it's called? Buckshot? Attack speed of Buckshot. Would love that. 1.4 seconds. Having this pop off more often, I mean, couldn't ask for more. Let's see, attack speed again. I mean, 1.2. Look at how fast. That's crazy. Also, the hounds, way too much damage. These guys just eat people alive. I think summons in the game in general just deal tons of damage, and it's really crazy. Thunderstrike might probably one of the best ones in the game. I think might just probably the best skill you could have. Critical strike chance by 10, absolutely. But getting that increase of 40% for 10 seconds, and that cooldown's going down every 10 seconds. Not every 10 seconds, obviously. No, that cooldown's going down every 21 seconds, but it lasts for 10 seconds. So there's only 11 seconds that you're waiting for it to come back up. Which, I mean, in-game time, might be a little bit, but you get it upgraded like 1, 2, 3 times. Eventually, you're getting like an 120% buff for 11 or 12 seconds, and its cooldown is like 18, 16, whatever. And so you really don't wait that long for the buff to come right back up. And it just makes your damage potential so much higher. See, look at that. Right off the bat, increase the duration buff of might skill by 20%. Like that, it's really crazy. I'm not going to take it yet because I really want to see how well this Buckshot does. So attack speed by 27% seems sick. Puts me down to 1 second. Skeletal Mages throws poison bombs, weakens all nearby enemies, reducing their armor power by 30. Honestly, it didn't do that much for me last time. I don't think I'm going to do it now. 1 Skeletal Mage. Increase how many mages we can do. No, I don't think we're going to be keeping Skeletal Mage around for that long. But a movement speed by 15 might be really fun. Block power. Ooh, Doom. I think we just get it just for the fun of it. Having that passive damage from these guys is really nice. But look at how fast we're popping it off. 1 second. I think it starts off at 2. Which, you know, you really can't complain. Frostbolt. I haven't actually tried. Oh, but powerful strike in the direction you're aiming, ideally 98 damage and an extra 10 damage per stack of bleed, and applying fragility. Fragility is really cool. We'll have to try out a chill build though. Chill sounds really fun. Honestly, we might try out chill with the Pyromancer since she, who knows? Since he, she, whoever does that damage over time. Did you see that? See how fast I just shredded him? This weapon is insane. And yeah, the might buff helps because we're getting what? I don't think we're getting any extra multipliers on it, honestly. Fragility, critical and full health, it's always a good one. But the might's still only 40%. And you can't be upset with that. What are we looking for? Void? Void's really cool. We're basically just trying to build around this guy. So Void, I think having people sucked in there would be really nice since we already shoot in this forward firing ordnance type way. So having people just stuck in that little part, it's big for us. Skeletal mages, I don't really want to keep going with these guys. Eventually I think I'm going to replace it. Even though he does great work. I know I've talked about it, especially like how the hounds are super strong. And you see how these mages are just taking out everybody. Power Blast? Nah, I mean, Power Blast is pretty good. I think we're keeping Power Blast around. Power Blast life causing 99 damage. That's crazy. That's a lot of damage to keep around. See, all these mages sticking around, I don't want them here. I want to be able to see how much I can really do. Alright, Shield Wall, Thunderclap. Stunning Confusion. I think stunning them, I'm cool with that. Let's take the mages out of here. I want to do my own thing. Instant, Buckshot, Power Blast, Might, Subdue, and Thunderclap. All these things are instant. Damage of them, I mean, what is it going to go from 254 to 305? That's a big bump. Thunderstrike. Thrust. Woo! 5, 6. Stunning Confusion. Stunning Confusion. For 3 seconds. This seems like it's a lot better. But it's a random enemy. I don't know. I think we... Ooh, but a bleed. Hitting enemies in a long line in front of you. Increases critical chance by 5 deals. Still not as good. Fragility. Potency of Might skill by 20%. See? This is what I'm talking about where it brings you up. Duration by that. Oh. See? Projectile size by 15%. So now got this thing spreading a little bit wider. The Buckshot is great. You just fire in whatever direction you need to go. You see, I guess we're waiting for the mages to die. But we're doing damage. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I looked down and I had 5 skill points. Let's get 6. This is what I've been talking about, where in the beginning, like 1 through about 3 or 4 XP, it's great. It's really no issue at all. The XP is just flowing through. You're getting tons of levels. Sometimes I wait till I'm at like 10 skill points ready to even start going into it just because I know I'm going to get one as soon as I get out of it. But then as soon as like 4-ish hits around there, it drops off quick. And you just sit there like, what happened? I'm not getting anything. And so basically, you got to get all of your stuff up by the time that happens. We're going to do Subdue because that increases our bleed. Thunder? Yeah. Your critical strikes have 50% chance of applying bleed to a target. That's really good for us. Because per stack of bleed, we do an extra 14 damage. We want that. We want that. Ooh, empower you and your nearby allies. That's not too crazy. Area of effect of that, that's really good. Frequency of that casting, also super good. Maximum health by 14. Chilling the target's not a bad thing. Might as well just chill them. The damage of that, sure. Potency, absolutely. Attack speed, ooh. Attack speed by 12 is nice, but multiple times. So we've got multiple times by 12%, 8%, 4%. So a good 24% for Buckshot. So a fourth of the time, we should be getting multiple shots off. You can already hear it with the Subdue popping off. We're getting multiple all the time. Ah, that was scary, but iframes always save you. Let's run it through. What just happened? What was that? Did I pick up something that gave me all of my things? I'm not sure. Multiple times. Burn. Sure, we'll grab it. Sure. All things holy. Or we'll just increase the skill level. See what I'm saying? Like, you just get it right back. Damage done by 4%. Might as well. Getting that magnet up is really important too. Because having to run right over these things to be able to level up sucks. Like, you really don't want that all going on. Whew. I really like being able to just run around, do my thing, kill enemies on the screen, and then the orbs, crystals, XP, whatever you want to call them, just comes right to me. So you have to run right over, you're going to spend a lot more time kiting the enemies around so that you don't have to, instead of actually getting the experience. It'll, what am I saying? Yeah, it'll increase the speed of your runs. Also, this thing, super good. Just keep it going. Buckshot never fails. Like that. Per stack of bleed, they just get hit for so much. And our stuff gets bleed all the time because our critical strikes have 50% chance of applying bleed, and we crit a lot. Let's go. Oh, these guys, barrel dudes are coming around now. Need to watch out for those. Woo. Leave me alone. Thank you. See how like that happens 3 times. Getting the multiple is probably the game meta. Being able to attack things multiple times, like use your skill popping off, it's basically makes the game. Wow, I keep saying it. You're getting your skills twice, and then you keep doing it, and then sometimes you get it 3 times, 4 times. Somehow, I'm not exactly sure when or what skill specifically, but it stacks it. So I know with the whirlwind or with the pyromancer, I've been in a position where I've been setting off 4 of my basic attacks at the same time, or 5 of them at the same time. It starts to get really crazy. Thunderclap skill. We'll grab it. Why not? Spontaneous combustion. Don't already have that going on. 15. Honestly, yeah, 288. It's not bad. Extra movement speed. Sounds great. Every time you apply a stack of Doom, there's receive critical strikes and in turn impending Doom. So you go for Void, you get impending Doom, you get Confusion. The Confusion has the chance to make them have a greater chance of receiving critical strikes. Critical strikes make it so they receive blood or bleed, and that increases fragility, and everything just goes full circle. So every time these guys are in the void, they're getting stacks of Doom. Getting stacks of Doom makes them confused, makes them get more crits, makes them get more. Yeah, I can talk. So critical strike by that. Okay. So we don't need shadow spikes if that's already doing it so much. Increases your critical damage multiplier or fragility. Fragility is always nice. Have I even upped it? I've done it once. Multiplier. That's always nice. Oh! So we can't critical. Oh, there we go. Critical strikes have a 100% chance of applying wound to a target. All effects are doubled. That makes, you know. So now everything on this guy is doubled completely. And he's got nothing on us. So there's these gray spiders. Lanky dudes. That Subdue is crazy. Because they get tons of stacks of bleed now. Yeah. Does an insane amount of damage. Ah! It's hard to understand what you're looking at sometimes. Attack speed of Buckshot, 27% again. Damaged by 27%? I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and refuse. Every 7 seconds? So even when I'm not doing it, I'm doing like a multi-strike, I'm still popping it off so often. See, look, I'm attacking this guy, he's got, I can't even see because they die too quick. Some dudes are getting like 4 or 5 stacks of bleed. You know, you can see all the stack multipliers that are going on these guys, especially since we've got the combustion. We haven't gotten the poison sword yet, so that's not going off. We've got the spontaneous, is that what it's called? Spontaneous combustion. We've got that popping off always. Chill, might as well. So what, 20%? Yeah. So that fire is popping off. Their defense is getting broken because they take more damage by the fragility. They get bleed stacks. I mean, everything. It all compiles together. It does a good damage over time. Not instant damage, but damage over time. So you attack everybody once and they always die. That's why you have to go everywhere to pick up all these coins. Coins, XP, shards, whatever. To be able to level up. 1, 2, 3, yep. Ooh, attacks 2% to apply fragility. Does this increase it or is just okay? All damage by 6%. Let's keep it going. Ooh, I don't want any of those. Damage of Buckshot, attack speed of Buckshot. That's what I want. So what, 6 now? We are just sending these off so often. Woo! Heck no. Ah, I gotta go. It's applying the bleed? It's crazy. I don't know, is there a max stack for the bleed? That's something I need to know. I don't know, but you see when that Subdue pops off, it just chomps them for a bunch of health. Just keep getting them. Keep on keeping on. Where did he go? Oh, did we just insta-kill him? I legitimately thought he just teleported away. Was it from the stacks of bleed? I'm gonna have to look back at that. I don't know what exactly killed him. That's crazy though. I said it like that. Did we just insta-kill? God. No. That was crazy. I'd swear he had like half health and then just was shot down so quick. We'll get more spontaneous combustion. No reason not to. Max health by 30. Critical strike chance by 10. I'm just a sucker for it. More critical strikes means more bleed, more damage, fragility, everything. More confusion. All that jazz. Makes us deal more damage in general. And critical strikes deal more damage in general, so, you know. Those bomb dudes, always in the way. All these lightnings. I don't think these are that good. I haven't seen any upgrades for Void, though. Our Void's still level 1. It doesn't really need to be higher, but if it was, I wouldn't be angry. I mean, more damage it does. What? Would it accumulate more Doom stuff? I'm not sure. It's a hard way of like really figuring out what's doing what until you in the game. And in the game takes just a second. Spontaneous combustion at level 4. It's really good. 575 damage over 10 seconds. 25% chance of applying burn. And with the frequency in which we are attacking, that's pretty much all the time. And that's not the main reason it's going down. It's definitely helping out. Especially this Power Blast. I haven't seen it in I think I've got it my first game of playing. And then I've never seen it again, so I never thought it was like too crazy since I haven't saw it. But now I'm seeing why. Attack speed of Buckshot by 27. That's crazy. 0.5 second. This is supposed to be a 2-second cooldown rate of how often we're supposed to be getting Buckshot. And we just get it so often, applying all that bleed, so many critical strikes. You know, the fragility's there, it's doing its thing. And then eventually Subdue's popping off with how many bleed stacks are on people. I mean, alright, let's find this guy. Yeah, yeah. Look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh. And feed me. Wow. Give me my level up. Damage of Subdue skill? Really? Now you give it to me? I mean, I guess we had it a little bit before. Let's see what's going on. Buckshot. Subdue, not crit. Power Blast. Awesome. Subdue, probably only popping off in the boss battles. But that is just crazy. Oh, wow. But that's going to end it all for me. I really do appreciate all of you coming around and watching. I really love playing these builds. Let me know if you like them in the comments. Give me a like and subscribe, and I will see all you dudes in the next one. Thank you.